So I've already used this. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray. And it's actually the aloe, herbs, and rose water. After I sprayed that, I did the Tarte Poreless primer. This is one of the best primers I have ever used. It is a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it, and you only need a little bit, so you know you can use it for quite some time. Okay, so now that I've done those things, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So, this is actually Bobbi Brown. I love this foundation. One, because you're never gonna find a foundation that matches you perfectly. There may be a few of you who do, but really the tones that they come up with are supposed to be closest to this color or closest to that color, and then you can highlight and contour to even things out. But I found with this particular one, I don't have to do a lot of highlighting or contouring because it just looks like my skin once I put it on. And don't freak out, because when it goes on, it looks a little red, but as it oxidizes, it actually doesn't like go crazy like a crazy orange color or crazy red color. It actually oxidizes to a brown and it matches my skin perfectly. This is the It Cosmetics foundation brush. I actually use a brush to apply, and then I go over my face with the sponge. And I've just gotten hip to the e.l.f. sponge, little $4 fuchsia color sponge, and best $4 I ever spent. Okay.
I'd be lying if I said I never really cared how I step out the bed, you notice my perfume and tell me I'm perfect. Oh, you're so deserving, baby, I'm worth it. I can tell I'm your focus, I'm all on your mind and I know it. Even when I'm off, boy, you own it. Sometimes you might talk, but you show me.
Now, generally, I do my foundation, contour, highlight, and everything after I've done eyeshadow application. If I'm doing something like a cut crease or whatever, so I'm gonna do a solid color today, so I don't mind doing it at the end this time. But I will do another video of a more dramatic eye. And then you'll notice that I do everything backwards. That I'll start with the eyes, and in that one I'll also show how I do my eyebrows, and then I'll move down to my eyes and then continue with the rest of my face.
You notice everything, so I get my everything. My pain and my struggle, my friend and my lover, I put that on everything. It's like a forever thing. Yeah, you take my everything, so we can have everything. Yeah, we gon' have everything. Oh, anything I give you, take it.
Okay, now that I have applied the foundation, I'm gonna put my brush down and pick up that sponge I was telling you about and just kind of go over.
My friend and my lover, I put that on everything.
Okay, one over because I definitely want it to be nice and evenly spread out and smooth. Primer makes a big difference. I try not to apply just like foundation directly on my skin. I like to have some kind of barrier, and then I always so my routine is at night I wash my face with
take away the big shirts, the tattoos, the sweatpants and veins. Okay, I don't wear no makeup,
sorry.
no purse,
Okay, so I wash my face at night with Purity. It's Philosophy. After I wash my face, I moisturize it
so do you. There's nothing I want more in this world than somebody
with First Aid Beauty. Can't really see it. Let me see something.
someone who never asks for love, but knows how to take.
Can you see it a little bit better now? Nope. Okay. So then I use a First Aid Beauty. It's a hydrating cream. And then I spray my face with the rose water. That's what I do when I go to bed at night. So when I get up in the morning, I just wipe my face, like with a makeup wipe. I just wipe my face, spray more of the rose water on it, and then go ahead with my primer, foundation, and the rest of my routine. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to concealer. So this concealer here is Huda Beauty. Look, it almost got me choked up how much I love this concealer and this brand. I actually have another, I use more than one foundation. Bobbi Brown is, you know, the current one that I'm really liking a lot and using right now. But sometimes I'll take a break from it, mostly because it's kind of expensive, so I don't want to use it up and have to, you know, go out and buy another one again. So I'll switch up sometimes, like on the weekend when I'm at work. I'll wear either my Tarte Shape Tape or my Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. So this is the Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer, and the color is peanut butter. Let me go ahead and get my beauty blender ready. And I actually use the actual beauty blender for concealer. It just makes a bigger difference to me because it's a whole lot, like it's a lot more flexible, you know. Like I have the Real Technique sponges, and you know, like they're good, and I do use them on occasion. But the beauty blender is much more, you see, it's just okay. I'm gonna start with my nose. My forehead, a little bit on my chin, I hide my little mustache. Yeah, I got a mustache. Oh, I forgot. A little dot on my nose. Under my eyes. If you notice, I don't use it sparingly, like under my eyes, because I like to move it and like bring it over. And I feel like if it's already there, then it's overdone. So it helps me to be able to blend and move a whole lot easier. So now my beauty blender. And just so y'all see, we have been filming, or I have been filming for about 10 minutes. And I said this look can be achieved in 30 minutes or less. So I think I'm sticking true to that.
It just won't stop, it goes.
always connect when I go from up under my nose. When I go from up underneath my nose, I always connect so I don't leave a space there.
Ain't gotta tell you what to do. Yeah. Ooh, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up. Boot up, and my heart go bottom. Boot up, it just won't stop me go bottom.
It's blurry. There we go.
Boot up, and my heart go bottom. Boot up, it just won't stop me go. Head over heels in love, right in front of you, ain't gotta look no more, baby.
And I know y'all probably thinking like, oh my god, if she's contouring her nose, that's huge. But it's okay.
Boot up. So you're from the jump, I don't wanna choose you. Got me boot up. Grab me by the waist, baby, pull me closer. I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart.
Okay, so I am not going to bake. I generally would, like, if I was doing like a full-on beat, I would bake, but there's no need to. One, it's primed down so good that once I add the color to it, or I should say the more of the contour, the bronzer and everything to it. And I'm gonna do something just a little weird. Well, not weird to me, but instead of using the setting powder, I'm gonna set it with setting spray. This is Urban Decay All Nighter. Y'all ain't see it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fan it.
Want you to get up. Lately I've been a little bit up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me?
Okay. Getting good and dry. Now, take my and just pat it again until it's completely dry.
Lazy and broke. No, we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone. And that don't cost a thing. But I don't wanna give up.
Okay.
Baby, I just want you to get up.
Alright. So now I am going to use bronzer. I'm not going to use a contouring stick like I would on a full-on beat. using just brush baths. I generally clean my brushes after every application, but in between that, just to kind of keep what was on them last, regardless if I use them for the same thing or not. Sometimes I wear glitter. Sometimes I wear glitter in my shadows or whatever, and then it gets in the brushes sometimes. So I just always make sure that I clean my brush. So I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown's. This is bronzing powder, dark number 3. So I'm just gonna, so see, those of you who may have been worrying about how bright that looked, we're bringing a little bit more color. And this brush actually is an e.l.f. brush.
You and your mans and them just took over the floor. Started doing your thing, and it made me notice you even more. The way you turned around and looked at me, it seemed as though you must have somehow felt me staring on the low. Something tells me you're the kind of guy I'd like to get to know.
Okay, and now this is actually MAC NW55, and this is Studio Fix Plus foundation. I don't use it as foundation, it's too dark, but I do use it as part of my contouring. So, and it is darker than the dark 3 of the Bobbi Brown. So I take because this brush is slanted, so I take the edge of it, and then I just go up underneath there.
Like what you see and wanna get to know me too. This could very well be the start of something special. Happy that I'm
And now I'll take the flat part of the brush. Brush and take me two seconds. Okay, I'm back. This is my very first video, so just bear with me, okay? It'll be so much better the second time, I promise. Sorry, I had a client today, okay, so this is a Sephora brush, and it's actually already clean, but I'm just gonna clean it again. It's the 202. So basically it's like it's a foundation brush, and it's skinny on one side and like fat on the other, like so you can apply foundation with it. I kind of do both. But this little brush is what I like, because it helps me be able to get my nose together. And I do get that part right there. And I get this part right here. And yes, I do all of this with bronzer. And I kind of bring it down a little bit to kind of, then I use this end of the brush. I'm stupid, treat you like a winner even when you're losing. My shooting Cupid. You'll be out of time. Because I'm done with your ass, you know that you were out of line. And if you ever move on to another one, that you find. Okay. So now that is done. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna go over 30 minutes. Only because I've been running my mouth. And trying to talk y'all through certain things. So, I'm gonna say 35 minutes. Give myself like 14 more minutes. Hopefully I'll be done before then. Okay, so, now, for the blush, I actually use Juvia's Place palette. So, it's her blush palette. This one right here, is the Sahara Blush, Volume 1. And this is my favorite color to use. It was my favorite color when I saw it in this palette. I did one of my very good friends, I did her daughter's makeup for homecoming, and she had this palette. And she was like, you know, Miss Stacy, can you use one of the blushes from here? And I said, okay. And so I chose that one. It looked so beautiful on her skin. I was like, oh my God, I need to get this palette because I want to wear that orange too. So come to find out, the name of the color is Toby. That's my daddy's name. How special is that? So my favorite color is Toby, and it's the orange one. However, I have used Zane and I have used Neo, but Toby is definitely my favorite. So, okay, so I'm just going I'm just gonna sweep a little bit right around there and do it again. And then once I've done the apples of my cheeks, I kind of sweep it up a little bit. 1,000 times over. I'm done. Okay. Now then, one of the next things I do. This is the Urban Decay. It is the Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. I get the darkest brown. And I just go right there. And bring it down a little bit. Okay, now once I've done that, I take my Tarte sponge, it's got the flat head on it.
I told her Charlotte had no caramel in it. I give me two pieces just like Reese's. No Halloween, but I gotta get some every jack.
And then back to this brush that I was telling you about, that has like the ridge right there. I go back with the Bobbi Brown bronzer.
I love candy, but not that much. Side of handshake, like a ground crab, flat butt. Stayed in the house till I got my cash up. Shot quick, tell them what it is. We did it again. Girl, you know you take
your body is legit. Mama made you thick. Don't know why you wonder why them other hoes talk shit. I see sex in your eyes, sex between your thighs. I don't play no games, you my
once I've done that, ooh, back my neck itchy. Okay, so now that I've done that, I know what I told y'all about in regards of the eyes. So I'm gonna do trying to think. I'm gonna do a simple smoky eye. And I'm gonna use the James Charles. There we go. I'm gonna use the James Charles palette, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with this orange. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna start with this orange right here. So I'm basically and this is the Morphe. Ooh, I can't even see the name of it. M535. Don't give me a line. It's kind of wore off. It's just the black brush. It's the regular Morphe brush. I think it was like maybe $3 or $4, and it's kind of like a blender. See, you really can't rely on me when it comes to brushes and stuff, because I use a brush for what I want to use it for. They'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, this works better when I use it this way. So I'm hard-headed. So this brush ain't probably for that, but I'm using it for it and it's working. So so I know I said I was doing a smoky eye, and I in fact am. Just getting that orange on there really good. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use the black right there. And just kind of go in there with it. There you go. And the reason why I like to do that is so there's not a hard line of it just being black. I like how it's kind of like gradually does it with the orange. Move my body, ain't trying to hurt nobody. I see you watching closely. Look in my eyes, I'm whining for you only. Yeah. And it ain't like I'm lonely. I got options for every day, every week, but I want you to hold me. Yeah. When I get you alone, yeah, I get carried away and we misbehave. Better act like you owe me. I know you want my na. Okay, so now the smoky eye is done. It's real simple. I didn't do anything extravagant. Like I said, I just didn't want the hard line there. I'll go back with a little bit of orange. And just kind of. What you do when you're touching me, when you're holding me, and baby. Me crazy, hey, when you're down with me, baby. Ain't really sure how you figure me out, but I can't wait to learn all about the way you put it. Okay. Now I am going to take this color right here, And this is, now I know which one this is. This is the Jacqueline Hill Morphe brush JH41. So that's what this brush is. And I'm just going to go in the corners. Okay, so this just went from a simple video, because I should just do some eyeliner and some lashes on and just call it a day. So it's a little bit longer than I said like 10 minutes ago that it was going to be. Even when I had said it was going to be even shorter than that 10 minutes before I had said it before the other 10 minutes. So I apologize. Okay. So I got that little pop there, and just kind of use it to kind of brush away any excess there. And okay. So now I'm gonna use I love this song. So, oh, you know what? No, it's fine. I can go ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Now you're all I want, and I knew it from the very first moment. Because the light came on when I heard that song, and I want you to sing it again. I swear that every word you sing, you wrote them for me, like it was a private show. I know you never saw me.
Okay.
When the lights come on and I'm on my own, will you be there to sing it again? Could I be the one you talk about in all your stories? Can I be held?
Okay.
There was someone, but I know
And now,
I don't deserve you.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. So this is from the Kylie lip kit. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, I just couldn't see myself buying anything, and I did. So I actually like her 2 brown lip kit. It comes with the matte color. I won't lie, the liquid matte is extremely drying. So if you're gonna wear it, you have to moisturize your lips real good first. But I do like the lip liner, so I'm just gonna use this. And then this is Huda Trendsetter. And I like it because it's not too orange. Still kind of matte. Goes good with highlighter. So now I'm going to put on my lashes. And I'm going to be wearing the Tarte Man Eater lashes. And I use velour. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but it's VELOUR. excuse me, it can pretty much be found with, well, there are velour lashes, but it's generally like, it can be found with lily lashes as well. We sell it at Ulta, where I work. Shout out to Ulta. We also sell the lashes there too. And the beauty blender that I use. And the e.l.f. sponge that I use. And we have some MAC items as well. That's where I bought this from. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the first one. I'm sorry, like I don't use tweezers. I just go ahead and just put them on there. And I just pretty much line up I just pretty much line up with my actual lash line. And the reason why I like the velour glue is that it sticks. It stays tacky all day. So even if it feels like it's lifting or it feels like a corner's lifting, if you press that sucker back down, it ain't going nowhere. Like it stays. That's what I really love. Hold on a second, y'all. I think I put the wrong lash on the wrong eye. No, I didn't. Well, wait a second now. Hold on. Here we go. Not bad. Okay. Okay, so I did not do a wing line or anything like that because, like I said, this was just supposed to be like a quick beat. I'm gonna try to do one video a day. Preferably, you know what? Because I have to wear, you know, get myself together for work, and so I'm thinking that when I'm getting myself to work, because I always try to wear a new look every day, that I can go ahead and record while I do it. Maybe to help me get done faster, because we going on what, 40 minutes. So I did not add any highlighter. This is just, like I said, this is just pretty, you know, pretty simple. So I hope you all enjoy my very first video, and I was real nervous, but I think I made it on through. And so y'all will be hearing more from the Makeup Junkie. I love y'all. God bless. Good night.